I'm about to talk about menstruation. Right. It doesn't stop during pandemics, and so it is very important to continue with advocacy on menstrual hygiene in these abnormal times. So 28th May is globally observed as Menstrual Hygiene Day. It is celebrated to raise awareness about the challenges that females, especially the girls, go through from puberty. Today, we're going to have a discussion, a quick one on this topic, so that everyone can appreciate what girls, especially at their ages, go through. Joining me in the studio is the Director of School Health Education Program, Nana Esi Inkum. Mrs. Inkum, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All right. And also joining us via Zoom, Atta Ahim. He's a wash manager at the World Vision, and Benedicta Seidu. She's Director, Girls Education Unit, Ghana Education Service. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so Ms. Ahim, let me start with you on menstrual hygiene.
Yes.
Based on your interaction with young girls in our schools, would you say we have done very well in terms of communicating this problem, especially when schools don't even have, some schools don't even have toilets, as in a private space where girls can go and change if they have to?
And for now, I think we've done a lot. We've improved. We've improved because of the education that we have put in place for girls in our schools.
Okay.
We, through support from UNICEF, have developed materials that are used for menstrual hygiene management education. And this is done sometimes in club meetings.
Okay.
And then menstrual hygiene itself is a topic in the school, the formal curriculum.
Okay.
Yes, so
right.
I believe that with information shared now, it has improved. Information, knowledge on menstrual hygiene management has improved.
Ms. Ahim, let me come to you and find out what your thoughts are. I mean, World Vision, you go around the country looking into some of these problems as developing countries that we have. What's your perspective on how far we have come as far as menstrual hygiene is concerned?
Thank you very much. First of all, I want to believe that the challenges are still very daunting. There are huge challenges confronting us, as a nation, because we have not been able to prioritize menstrual hygiene management. We think that it is something that, should be handled at the individual level. But I think that at the national level, we have not given it the kind of attention that it deserves. If you look at the statistics, if you consider the fact that 1 out of 2 school-going children between 15 and 19 who are adolescents are anemic. And then if you look at the fact that they also have elevated risk due to the loss of blood during menstruation, if you consider the fact that the menstrual hygiene materials are not accessible. In fact, menstrual hygiene materials such as the sanitary pads attract 20% tax. And that makes it very expensive and out of the reach of the ordinary child, the ordinary girl. So some of these reasons are why I think that we can better prioritize it and pay a lot more attention to it.
So at that point, then, let me bring in Benedicta Seidu, Director of Girls Education Unit. You've heard what World Vision is saying, Ms. Seidu, that it looks like we've done something, but the amount of work left is much more than the ones that we have done. How do you think we can bridge that gap, seeing that you are in charge of girls' education at the Ghana Education Service?
Thank you very much. It is a process. We cannot finish everything a day. But I think what we are doing is part of it. Even having this kind of program is part of it. We are creating the awareness. We are talking about it. Some time ago, we never had any of these programs on air. So we are on. Once we know we have the challenges, we are addressing them one after the other. It will be very difficult to be able to address all at once. But we are focused and we are taking them one after the other.
Okay.
And we know with time we'll get there.
All right.
Because we want our girls to be comfortable. We want things to be put in place for them to be able to address their needs when they are menstruating.
Okay.
We want that to happen, but it will be difficult to have all done in a day or within a short period of time. So with time, we know we'll get there. We are going to address those challenges.
I appreciate the sincerity, but we still need to put in a lot more work. So let's focus on the final part of our conversation on what we're doing with the Menstrual Hygiene Day, which is being observed tomorrow, right? Give us an idea. What is it that the GES is doing to whip up this awareness?
Okay, so for tomorrow, we are having a webinar seminar,
okay,
an online virtual program where we have people going to talk about menstrual hygiene management.
Okay.
And we have speakers from Ghana Health Service, Gifty Ben Ayi, who is the adolescent program manager for adolescent reproductive health. Okay. We have Kweku Cancer from Ministry of Sanitation and Water Resources. And we have the UNICEF country rep, and Claire Duffy. They will talk on issues. And then we have resource persons also who are going to talk from GES, from CONIWAS,
okay,
and then from Water Directorate.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
yeah, please go ahead. I thought
so
you had finished.
We are going to have this seminar between 9:30 and 11 a.m.
Okay, and the girls in schools are supposed to join online, or is it for the girls or is it for everybody?
It's for everybody.
Okay.
The theme is it's time for action.
Okay.
So we are also focusing on adults to take charge and to be able to help the general public. So everybody is welcome to have the program.
Okay, okay. I get that point. I get that point. Let me come to World Vision also on your thoughts of how we can do this, take this further, based on what you've done so far.
Yes, let me establish the fact that the school health education program, for example, has been very instrumental. I mean, previously it was very difficult for children to have ready access to very credible information, especially during their first menstruation, that's the menarche. But I mean, because they've now been able to print some materials, and as an organization, we have helped them to disseminate these materials across. First of all, we think that we should intensify the education. We should make the materials very reader-friendly. A lot more of pictures and animations and all that. I think that will be very, very helpful, and ensure that they get to all the communities that we can find, children in. Apart from that, we need to do a lot of capacity building. Many of the children know, very little when it comes to management of menstrual hygiene.
All right.
When they reach that age. And I think that when we are able to build their capacity, they will be able to take this up. One of the final things I want to say is the production of, disposable or reusable sanitary pads, for example. Yeah. This is something that is coming up very strongly. Right. And if we are able to do it well and let the education go down well so that they are effectively managed, I think that we'll be addressing the issue much more. But we should also be able to target the policy makers and get a lot more action from them. Because so far, I think that very little has been done from that level. Okay,
we'll try and make some time so we have a more comprehensive conversation about this. But I'd like to thank you all for joining us in this conversation. So tomorrow is the day that they do this webinar. The Ghana Education Service is asking you to join in. How can people join? Through... No problem. We'll get that. We'll get that and share it with the rest of our viewers. But I've been having this conversation with Nana Esi Inkum. She's a director of SHEP unit at Ghana Education Service. I also had on Zoom joining us Ms. Ata Ahin with WASH, the manager for World Vision, and also Benedicta Seidu, director Girls Education Unit. I'm sorry that we didn't have a lot of time to talk about this, but I would love to have a comprehensive conversation about this with especially even young girls and see how I myself can partner you in that awareness creation for young girls, something that's very dear to my heart.